Welcome to the graveyard. We've been expecting you. This story takes place in the oil field. I was a truck driver at the time. I was driving to and from the rigs, picking up the oil field waste that they pulled out of the ground, and I would transfer it to a disposal facility. Around that time, the oil field slowed down, and there wasn't much work to be done. So our yard boss sent us to one of the rigs to check everything out. We went out to the rig. It was kind of an icy and rainy day. It was kind of a really poor day to be out there, but you know, oil field never stops. You gotta keep going. So we get to the rig, and then we are checking on the track hoe, making sure everything's good, oiling it up and everything, and making sure everything's good to go. So then we get the call that we need to head back to the yard. So we jump in the truck and we start heading back. That is when it happened. One of the worst experiences of my life took place. The second I got in the truck, about 5 minutes down the road, I started to feel it. That gurgle in the tummy, it was crying, my stomach was crying out in pain. I knew what was coming. I had to go to the bathroom really bad. And we're not talking number one, we're talking number two. I'm a city boy, I don't want to pull off on the side of the road and do it in the bushes or anything like that. So the other guy's driving, and I'm telling him, hey buddy, we're gonna have to get to a bathroom pretty quick. I'm not gonna make it. If we don't get to a bathroom soon, I will probably crap my pants. The car ride back to the yard was 20 minutes. It was about 20 minutes from that rig that we were at. We have to take back roads, highways, all the way back. So we're on this back road highway, and let me tell you, on these back road highways, there's nothing. There's absolutely nothing for miles. You can't see a thing. You just see grass and trees. Now, you're probably thinking, well, why didn't you just pull off and go in the bushes? Well, I don't want to go in the bushes in some farmer's field. That's kind of rude in my opinion. And the other thing is, it's off the highway. So, although there's nothing for miles, there was tons of cars flying by. I don't want to be mooning the whole state of Oklahoma while they pass by. So we're on this highway, and we're headed back to the yard. We drive and drive and drive, and it starts building up. You know what I mean if you've ever felt this pain. It starts building up, your stomach feels like you're gonna explode. The pain is just almost unbearable. It was getting to the point where I thought it was gonna happen. There was no stopping it. But on the horizon, I see the town. We're coming so close to the town. I'm sitting here rocking, I'm trying to do everything I can. I'm like, dude, come on, hurry up. I finally get the dude to speed a little. Not to say you should speed, but I think there's certain situations speeding is necessary. If your bladder's about to explode, that's one of those times. So this guy is speeding to get me to that town. I am so close to crapping my pants. It's like wave after wave of just it trying to come out, and I'm just fighting with all my might to keep it in. It was a true battle. We get to that town. One of the second or third buildings is a gas station. Thank God. We get to the gas station. I am squirming. I'm freaking out. When we pull into that gas station parking lot, I don't even think that dude got that truck stopped. I jumped out of that truck. I run into that bathroom. Just so happens to be, the light doesn't work. I flipped the switch like 3 or 4 times. I'm like, come on! Thank God for cell phones at this point. I pull out my cell phone, flip the little flashlight on as quick as I can, and I get my pants off as fast as possible. I jump on that toilet. You could hear it like make a huge noise because I'm not even sure it was on there super good. It was like a big clank noise when I hit the toilet, when my butt hit the toilet. The second my butt hit that toilet seat, a demon came right out my rectal hole. It went straight into that bowl where it lives to this day. It was everything that I could hope for. Being a city boy who doesn't want to poop out in the wilderness, I got to do it on the porcelain throne. Just what I always wanted. Well, I definitely wanted that instead of the alternative in my pants. Like I said, there was always a third option, but that's the wilderness, and you don't want to get bit by a snake or something. I mean, who wants that? Especially with the 2 hanging fruit down there. That's not where I want to get bit. So that was the story of how I almost crapped my pants in the oil field. Luckily I didn't. Praise God for that. That was so So that would have been much more embarrassing. It's kind of funny because the guy who drove me really got a kick out of it. Luckily, I made it, but every day he saw me after that, he had to do this. And he'd be like, he'd be just cracking up, dying, laughing because he thought it was so funny. I didn't think it was funny. It was pretty painful at the time. But, gotta be thankful for the little things. At least I made it. Thank you for visiting the graveyard, where once you visit, you'll never want to leave.